Welcome, everyone, to the Commentary Podcast. I am your host, Pat Brennan.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another weekly film news episode. I am your host, Pat, and with me, as always, my co-host, Tony. Tony, how's your week been? How's your week been this week?
Hey man, happy 17th? 17th?
I think it's the 17th. I think it's the 17th.
I think it's this. Yeah, happy 17th film news episode. It's been a good week,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
It's been a good week. Leading up to the Oscars. It's busy. It's busy,
I
busy,
know.
busy right now. I
Busy.
feel like just like with the podcast specifically, I just think about how we are just knocking things out. I mean, I haven't caught up with you since what is it? The challenges.
Challengers. Challengers
Challenges.
episode.
It was
The
a fun night,
Challengers app.
man.
I
This is
know.
great.
Great night.
I feel like just things are really, really in the groove right now, and
Mm-hmm.
we have with this really special energy that I just want to protect and keep on going. Just keep on
We're just
going with
keeping
you.
going. We're keeping going. Keeping going. We're
What
gonna
about
keep going.
you? How's your week?
It's been good. It's been good. We're at the tail end of the Oscars, and people will hear our live reactions at the end of this episode. But we're at the tail end. It's over, and now we can get back to the regularly scheduled weekly film news. I know this one's going to be a little shortened because we have our Oscar reaction at the end. But yeah, I'm excited to get back into the groove of everything and watching all the
Honestly,
films.
the more that you talk about it, I am very excited to get into the groove of talking about new releases and trailers and film news
Hmm.
with you. I feel like we always make each other like bust out laughing. There's
Hmm.
always that one moment. It's like the special moment. But
Hmm.
yeah, let's hit it.
No, I love it. So yeah, so with that, let's kick off the new releases this weekend. And first up is Undertone, coming from A24. It is written and directed by Ian Tucson, starring Nina Kiri, Michelle Decaux, and Adam DeMarco. Now, Tony, I've heard great things about this, and I've heard the ending is kind of wild. I don't know if I've heard great things, but I've heard the ending is wild. Yeah, I've heard the ending is pretty fucking scary, and I'm kind of like, I just want to watch like the last 5 minutes.
It's like that Euphoria meme. Is this play about us?
Yeah, is this fucking play about us?
Which one of us do you think would be the skeptic and which one of us would you think would be the believer?
I feel like I would be the skeptic. You think you think I'd be the believer?
I think you're the lead in the commentary podcast Undertone
Okay,
movie.
so I'm the believer
You're the
and you're the skeptic.
believer.
Okay, I got it wrong.
So
I
all
got it
the
wrong.
all the crazy shit would happen to you.
You
You
know,
you would
it
call me
probably
and I'd be
would.
like, "Hello," and you'd be like, "There's a demon. There's a demon in my." And I'd be like, "You should. I don't know what you want me to do. You should call 911."
I'm like, no, I'll figure it out
Um,
myself.
yeah, I've heard good things as well. It looks good. That being said, I really, really, really was into the marketing promo for this film. I feel like I
Hmm.
showed you a bunch of the marketing for it, the reverse audio, the ominous visuals. In like the last 2 weeks, and I feel like a lot of films do this in modern day marketing with the industry. I personally am extremely desensitized to horror. That kind of like scariest movie of the year,
Yeah.
like stuff that might not
Hmm.
just like work on me. I am going to stop looking for interviews whenever it comes to a film like Undertone because I heard the cast talk about it for like 5 minutes and I got so turned off. I was
Hmm.
like, yeah, like, did you need an interview for this? Like, it's the scariest movie that you'll ever hear. Leave it at that
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
let your film
Good
talk for
tagline.
yourself.
It's a good tagline.
Yeah, it's a good tagline. I'm the same way. I'm gonna watch this either way. But just kind of hearing the cast talk about it kind of made the energy
Mm.
for it feel off for me. But also, Adam DeMarco, we're watching you, and you are on our watch list, and you know why.
Yeah. You know why. So that brings us to the next release this week, and that is Reminders of Him, coming from Universal. It is directed by Vanessa Caswell, and is inspired by Colleen Hoover's novel of the same name. It stars Tyreek Withers, Micah Monroe, Bradley Whitford, Lauren Graham, aka Lorelai Gilmore, Jennifer Robertson, Rudy Pankow, and Lainey Wilson. Tony, what'd you think of the vibe of this movie coming out? It seems like a very. I think I told you. I remember like a couple years ago, whenever I went into Barnes and Noble, Colleen Hoover had her entire section. It was like, this is the Colleen Hoover section, and it's no longer there.
I am very happy for Micah Monroe leading a
Yeah.
major studio feature
Mm-hmm. That's
film,
awesome. Hmm.
and that is the nicest thing I can say about another Colleen Hoover adaptation film.
I know. What is this? Like, well, there's another one coming out this year, I think, with Anne Hathaway, right? I think she's in another one.
Within Hathaway?
I think Anne Hathaway is it? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Let me look. Let me
I
look
don't
real
know.
quick.
While you're looking for that, I would say that, yeah, as a fellow Texan, I'm like, yeah, that's good. I'm glad that people connect with the literature and the film and everything like that. For me personally, I would say that the argument of me being like really holding Mysterious Skin up to a artesian level, and I think I talked about this with Sorry Baby, was like it's all about the tone and how you handle the material and how you handle the audience. I
Mm,
don't like how these abuse and the R word. There are things like on our show that like I will never say. Like I will never say those words. Addiction, like things like that, how they're kind of like beautified or something like that.
glamorized, yeah, like
Oh,
glamorized, yeah.
like I'm complex because I was in an abusive relationship. So the tone of that, I'm complex because I was in an abusive relationship before.
Hmm.
You see the difference?
Hmm.
That's what I mean whenever I'm talking shit about it, calling her adaptation. What
Hmm.
about you?
Anne Hathaway is in one. Verite, I think that's how you say the name.
Verity's getting
Um,
an
Verity
adaptation?
with
Shut up. Interesting. See, I
Dakota
even know what it
Johnson,
is.
Anne Hathaway, and Josh Hartnett.
Hopefully the tone
Um,
is good. Verity is one of the darkest.
I think I'm the same like way with you, and it's great to see Micah Monroe leading a studio film. That's awesome to see. I always love seeing Lorelai Gilmore and stuff. But yeah, I'm kind of the same way. It's like I feel the same way about it. I don't think it got very good reviews. It just seems very, like you said, it's kind of glamorizing something like in a way. And I know a lot of people have a lot of problems with Colleen Hoover. I've never read a Colleen Hoover book, so I can't really like say that I have. I haven't read one before. When I saw this trailer came out, it just seemed very, very generic to me. Just Colleen Hoover adaptation.
And
But
then in the week, Tyreek Withers trending because he like makes a comment that one battle after another is literally like Finding
yeah,
Nemo. And I was
Finding
like,
Nemo. Yeah, these are the sound bites that are used to promote a movie that has nothing to do with Finding Nemo or one battle after another.
yeah,
That's what goes viral.
I feel like that's what trended more than the film. All these publications be like, "Oh, Tyreek Withers called one battle after another Finding Nemo. How cute!" It's like, so yeah, we were here for a film, right? We were here
Yeah,
for a
we're here to talk
film that's
about
releasing
reminders
this
of him.
week.
But with that, that's the kind of light release week once again. Maybe because the Oscars are this weekend and people
Hmm.
are afraid to release movies. But to recap, we have Undertone from A24 and Reminders of Him from Universal. If you've seen them, if you're excited for them, please let us know. And we would love to
Yeah,
hear your thoughts.
yeah. If you are a Colleen Hoover fan and want to get us on the bandwagon, please
Please let
message
us know.
us.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Very curious because I have seen the one film with Blake Lively. I forget what the title is. I have seen that. I have seen
it
that film.
ends with us.
It ends with us. Yes, I have seen that. So that brings us to the VOD releases this week. Kind of light VOD release this week. The Testament of Ann Lee from Searchlight Pictures is now available on VOD. Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die from Briarcliff Entertainment, now available on VOD. Zootopia 2 from Disney and Pixar is now available on Disney Plus. And This Is Not a Test from IFC and Shudder is now available on VOD.
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
Very interesting. Serious
Oh yeah.
pick, unserious pick.
Serious pick, Testament of Ann Lee. Haven't seen it yet. I want to see it. Unserious? Say unserious. I guess Zootopia. I've already seen Zootopia too. It was solid. It's good stuff.
Serious, Testament and Lee. Unserious, this is not a test. I've been wanting to check that out. It only played in Houston whenever it
Interesting.
premiered.
Yeah,
Yeah,
super limited. Super limited. I'm
yeah.
actually surprised it took this long to get to VOD, honestly. It's been out for like it was like 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
I don't know what's going on with that one.
But Olivia Holt. So that brings us to the trailers this week. And first up, Obsession, coming from Focus Features, directed by Curry Barker, starring Michael Johnston, Indy Neverett, and Andy Richter. Now, Tony, great fucking trailer. Great fucking trailer.
This is exactly how you want your horror film to look like in 2026.
I'm so excited for this. I was like,
Yeah,
hell
same.
fucking yeah. I'm
Yeah,
so locked in.
no
So
notes.
locked in. So,
It looks
so locked
amazing. It looks great. I'm really into the vibe that it's giving off. This feels
in.
like it's going to be playing more than just like a cut copy like horror film. There it seems to
Hmm.
be like an actual story in here. It's actually reminding me a lot of Weapons, which makes me really
Hmm.
excited for Curry Barker because
Hmm.
I'm not sure if this is a debut feature, but this could potentially put him in another film. And
Hmm.
I think that Obsession is exactly what you want your horror film to look
Hmm.
like in 2026. I mean, I'm excited.
I think it's gonna be like an underrated gem. I feel like not a lot of people are gonna see it,
Hmm.
and I still am surprised that Focus Features is putting this out because this is not
That's
a Focus Features
that's
vibe at all.
That's the part of it that is really, really surprising me. I'm going to be really excited to see what kind of marketing strategies that they use to get this out
Hmm.
because it's focus features, which means that horror is going to be in a lot more people's faces than what we realize this year. I
Hmm.
mean, for focus features to be amplifying this voice in the genre, of course, Hamnet was like a best picture darling, but think about the potential of like that amount of marketing being behind a film. They're gonna make sure that they know it's out at least.
Hmm. Hmm.
And that's exciting for horror. It's great.
I know I kind of said this might be an underrated gem, but horror does always sell. People like to be scared. They want to be scared in
Hmm.
a theater, and this trailer really sold me. I was like, wait a minute, this looks fucking great. I'm
Yeah,
so ready to watch this.
original horror is very hard to pull off. I mean, Scream was an original horror film.
Hmm.
Whenever
Yeah,
Wes Craven released that, you just gotta clap. We always say we gotta clap for these guys because original storytelling is fucking hard. And I think
yeah,
after this last year, especially up at the Oscars, like, I think we've all learned how original storytelling is really hard.
really hard to pull off. Really hard to pull off. So that brings us to the next trailer that was released this week, and that is Hokum, coming from Neon. It is directed by Damian McCarthy, starring Adam Scott, Peter Coonan, David Wilmot, and Austin Emilio. Tony, Neon, horror, Adam Scott, we're all in.
It became very clear to me why Neon picked this up after
Hmm.
looking at the look of this. It looks like a neon horror film, and
Hmm.
I'd say like maybe with like the monkey, you could have this argument of like, oh, like, neon horror is like hit or miss. That film still looked great. So,
Yeah, shot very well. Shot
yeah,
very well.
shot very well. That being said, with a neon horror film, they are way more intense than I think people can imagine. And like, I'm wondering if like after watching that trailer, this got put on someone's radar. What do you think?
I think it did too. I'm sure there's people that like Adam Scott from Severance, and they're like, "Oh,
Hmm.
Adam Scott's in a horror film now." And I like that it's not like a horror film that has like, "Oh, that guy, oh, that guy," and when you watch the trailer, "Oh, that guy." It's kind of just like, "Oh, just Adam Scott's in
Yeah.
this." It's just kind of just
Yeah.
Adam Scott, and I think that's great. And you have these supporting actors that a lot of people have heard of, or there could be their first role. And
Hmm.
yeah, like you said, Neon, when they do like horror, I feel like people are like, oh, A24 does like horror, but Neon's horror, you're kind of like, dude, this is actually kind of fucking scary.
Well, I think that what I was trying to say is that I think that whenever you watch a neon horror film, it feels like a film you should not be watching. And I'm not
Hmm.
talking about like a snuff film or anything like that. I'm talking about like we're 30-year-old men and we're like, dude, this is kind of scary. So like
Yeah.
I mean like imagine us whenever we were younger and we watched those scary movies. Imagine seeing something
Hmm.
like that and it'd be like,
Hmm.
I don't
That's
know
what
if
I
I
want.
want.
That's
Yeah,
what I want.
exactly.
That's what I
Exactly.
want out of a movie. And yeah, with Obsession and then Hook, I'm like, hell yeah, two great like horror films coming out. This is gonna be. I mean, I haven't seen them yet, so I can't say like they're great, but they look
We're,
great. That's what
we're
I'll
just
say.
little boys that want to be scared again.
Yeah, you wanna rent that VHS from Blockbuster. That's gonna scare the shit out of you.
Dude, we really are living in like 2004 all over again.
We are. So that brings us to another, I guess, like a little teaser this week. That is The Devil Wears Prada 2 from 20th Century Studios, directed by David Frankel, starring Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep, Emily Blunt, Stanley Tucci, and Kenneth Branagh. Now, I think I told you, does Anne Hathaway speak in this movie? This is the second, I guess, I mean, this was only like a minute teaser, but like, this is the second one where she's just like staring at Meryl Streep. And I'm like, does Anne Hathaway talk in this movie? Obviously she does. But
Your
like,
your co-host figured out why she doesn't speak for you.
let me know why she doesn't speak.
You want me to you want me to talk? The Devil Wears Prada is very important to us. If you are a new listener, The Devil Wears Prada is part of our Millennial Icon series, and it will forever be. That was like our second film that we did. It's a
Hmm.
great movie. You want me to tell you why first?
Hmm.
Okay. So the reason that she is not talking in these teasers is because it would unveil her story a lot. And I don't know if
Hmm.
you do you want me to spoil it for you or
No,
no? You
I
don't
just
want
want
me
to
to
know why
spoil
she doesn't talk. I just want to know why she doesn't talk until
You
there's
don't want me to
trailers.
spoil why she isn't talking.
Yeah, until there's a trailer too, and then I'll be like, okay, they just spoiled everything. But until now, I just wanted to know why. I mean, obviously they don't want people to know, but I was just like, from the first, I guess, teaser to this, I was like, I don't think I've heard her speak. Maybe she's speaking like one word.
I would say that it's to withhold
There's a
that.
reason. Yeah, there's a
Yes,
reason
I
why.
would
Yeah.
say that it's
Hmm.
withholding that part of the story. And I'm glad you didn't tell me because it's part of my notes. So, see,
Hmm.
this is good. This is
Hmm.
showing our listeners that we come to this stuff live.
We do. We're live. We're live.
It's nice to see elements from the original, which I hit
Hmm.
on during the commentary track that we recorded.
Hmm.
That Andy is just Andy. That's just someone who just wants to work and give
Hmm.
it her best, and she's not fazed by stereotypes or professional dynamics. The femininity or like the gender doesn't define her, and that's like why Miranda works. That's why the contrast works. Hearing that the story does go this way, I'm very excited for you to learn why
Hmm.
Andy is more withheld and dialed back in these first teasers because I think you're going to really like the story.
Hell yeah.
It's clearly not 2000s anymore. Like the audience
Hmm.
wants to know why she's there in that role, and you're going to learn why, and it's going to be great. There's no magic closet this time, and that's what I wanted to hit on with
Mm.
The Devil Wears Prada 2. This version, it may be more like less satire and feel more real. That is like a metaphorical thing too. Like there is no magic closet anymore in modern day
Hmm.
cinema.
Yeah.
It's just not, there's not. We have to earn why the lead is where they are. Also, fun fact, Stanley Tucci and Emily Blunt are family now. They're in-laws.
Oh yeah, that's true. They are. They are. That's very true. I forgot about that. That's very true.
Yeah.
We're excited. Like, there's not much else to say. Like, yeah, another teaser. Fuck yeah. Let me sign the first part too. We're there opening night. We're right
And
there.
let that be a testament to like how a lot of millennials out there are feeling about this. If you can hear how excited we are and buzzing, we're like jumping up and down like little girls. Like think about how the rest of everybody else out there is.
Exactly. Like, we're fucking ready, and we don't have long to wait. Only about a month. Only about a month. It's coming.
Here's what I want to know. Are you gonna get
What's
a Devil Wears Prada popcorn bucket and have a little purse?
if it's already not sold out? Apparently, everybody wants it. So the
I'm
thing is,
just
though,
ima
like AMC doesn't like do those things. It's only like Regal and like Cinemark. Like AMC
Really?
doesn't really ever get. They don't really partnership much with those popcorn buckets. It's really weird.
That is weird. I would think
It's
that
mainly like
those
a
would be
Regal and like
like
Cinemark kind of thing.
I would think that those would be a hit at an AMC.
You would think. I mean, they do get some stuff, but like it's not very like they don't like get like all those big ones. Like sometimes they don't get them. I
That's
don't, they
why
could be getting this one. I don't know.
that's why I like talking film news with you though, because I
Mm,
mean, I always find something else that I really love about what we do here. We do a lot of marketing.
hmm.
We talk a lot about marketing and how these films get rolled out. I
Mm.
was just gonna say, seen some things get cleaned up after we started film news. That's all I'm gonna say.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave
We'll
it at
leave it at
that.
that. So that brings us to the final trailer that was released this week, and it's a big one. It has Disclosure Day, coming from Universal and Amblin. It is directed by the Steven Spielberg, starring Josh O'Connor, Emily Blunt, Eve Hewson, McKenna Bridger, Wyatt Russell, Colin Firth, and Coleman Domingo. Hell fucking yeah. I'm all in. Hell fucking yeah. I don't need anything else. I'm good. I'm ready to sit down. The theater employees saying the movie doesn't come out for 3 months, but I'm already there. I'm lined up. I'm ready to go.
I have something to disclose to you.
Okay. What? There's aliens.
I have to disclose that for Disclosure Day, the gang is all here. Steven Spielberg, Giannis Kaminski, John Williams, Michael Kahn. The
Oh,
gang is
fucking yeah.
all here.
They're all
It's a
back.
family reunion. And so that's what I
Hmm.
was saying. And our reaction tonight with the Oscars recap was that Coogler is kind of going through that Spielberg, career line of like, working with the family. This is my family. I'm using the
Hmm.
same cinematographer, same composer, same editor, all of it. So Disclosure Day, this trailer really works on me with the backlighting and the Super 8 footage, right? That's what that was.
I think so, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, like all the sci-fi frames. I felt very X-Files vibes.
Hmm.
Yeah, The Train, Coleman Domingo, Josh O'Connor, Aliens, like this film is for us. And
Mm.
Both you and I had like a private conversation about why I was telling you, I was like, I see like there's a bunch of people online that are like, I don't get it, or like something like that.
Mm.
Like, I don't get what they're disclosing or something like that. I told Pat and I was like, Colin first, a fucking alien. Like, I don't know what, I don't know, I don't know how you can't see that. And then Pat is like, just like, he reminds me that there are people out there that like watch something once and like they'll just like comment like I don't get it or something like that.
Yeah, like I don't understand what's going on. Yeah.
And so that's whenever Pat told me, he was like, they don't know who's the alien in the movie. And I was like,
Mm.
oh. And that's whenever I put my phone down for the rest of the
Mm.
day.
I mean, I think the only thing with this trailer too, it just reminded me a lot of Minority Report. I don't know why, but just I got a Minority Report vibe mixed with
Okay.
like War of the Worlds. And it's
Okay.
obviously not going to be a War of the Worlds, but that's why I was like, you know what? Fuck yeah, I'm all locked in. This is going to be maybe this is going to be an all-timer. This might be an all-timer. I don't know. I don't know.
So Pat and I are gonna like we're gonna guess what Josh O'Connor is gonna be disclosing in this. Do you want to tell him?
Okay.
I think that Josh O'Connor is gonna disclose
Oh,
that
I know. I know. I know what you're
we
saying.
are all aliens.
Aliens,
And then
yeah.
both of us went, ah.
Basically, like that's the twist. The
Yeah.
ultimate twist. The ultimate
And then
twist is that we're all aliens.
and then I stood in front of my bathroom mirror and stared at it for like 5 hours just
While
to make
just
sure.
staring. I mean, hey, if we got that right, we're geniuses. We're geniuses. We're all
I'm gonna be like,
aliens.
Amblin's Amblin's social
You're gonna
team
be
is
like,
gonna
wait
be
a minute.
like,
How do they know that?
they're gonna be like, we have them all.
We have all. Oh yeah, I'm Patrick Spielberg. I'm them all. Yeah, Disclosure Day. We're there night one. We're gonna be wearing Steven Spielberg t-shirts, so catch us there. Catch us there.
I'm gonna be wearing the tin foil around my hat, like in Scary Movie
Scary, yeah.
3.
The chocolate, Hershey's
The
chocolate.
Hershey's Kiss.
So yeah, those were the trailers that were released this week. We have Obsession, Hokum, The Devil Wears Prada 2, and Disclosure Day. If you're excited for any of those, please let us know. And we are excited for all of them. All of them.
Kind of a light week for film news, but that is, of course, due to the 98th Academy Awards. This is exactly what we want. Everybody should be focused on the 98th Academy Awards. This has been a huge, huge awards circuit season. Everybody has been doing so good. I speak from experience, but it's been fun to see all of our friends provide content, create, edit, do all of the stuff and being able to support it. This is gonna be the first night in a long time that all of us kind of get a good night's sleep, I would
Hmm.
say. You,
I think
you,
so.
Pat?
I think so too. I think we're all going to get a good night's sleep tonight. I think so.
Absolutely. A good night's sleep. And this was the pinnacle moment for a lot of us that, this is everything to us. And
Hmm.
it's cool to see. But yeah, film news. Here we are. Let's slowly get back into it. We plan to have a big film news episode next week. So be happy with the light film news this week. That's all we'll say.
Yeah. Be happy.
Adrian Chiarella's Leviticus is to open at the New Directors, New Films 2026 lineup. The queer horror film became an instant hit at Sundance Film Festival and was purchased by Neon. I could be speaking wrong, but I do believe that this also premiered at South by Southwest over the weekend.
Cool.
I
Cool.
was able to check out my socials before the award show, and I did see that one of the people that I follow, that is a journalist, got to see the Leviticus movie, and they said that this was the best movie that they've seen in years.
Hell
And
yeah.
for Neon to purchase this and the buzz that's going around it, I think that they got a hit.
We need it now. We need it now. Yeah, I guess at Sundance it was a hit. South by Southwest, people were like, "This is fucking great! Like, people need to see this shit, and we need to see this shit." That's what it
Yeah. To
is.
to remind our listeners, this is my number three most anticipated to come out of Sundance. I got number three is
Hmm.
Leviticus, number two is The Gallerist, and then number one is I Want Your Sex. I need it now.
Hmm. Yeah, I have a feeling a lot of those Sundance films are gonna be hits when they come out. Like they're gonna be
hmm
very well received, and I want to watch it right fucking now. I want to watch it
Yeah,
right fucking now.
I can't wait. And I also can't wait to see your most anticipated as well. It's not all about me.
So that brings us to another piece of news this week, and that is Kathryn Hahn has officially been cast as Mother Gothel in the live-action Tangled remake. Pretty damn good casting.
Pretty good casting. Way to put live action back on the right path, right direction.
Yeah. Best Path, yeah. I liked how she like announced how she was. She was like, just doing like a little live here, like how my fit. She like just showed she's just wearing a t-shirt on her Apple, like that's how you do it. It's so simple, simple casting announcement. And she's like, yeah, that's what I'm wearing. Just
This classic Catherine Hahn. So I had a question for you with this news. Did you watch WandaVision and Agatha All Along?
I did. I watched both of them, yeah.
You watched you
I watched Agatha all along. I did watch Agatha all along. I've told you this before. You know I've watched WandaVision.
you watched Agatha All
I
Along?
did. Aubrey Plaza was in it. Yep, I watched it.
Really?
They go under the house in the beginning. That's how they get on the path. I
You're
watched it.
distracting me. You're distracting me. Anyways, okay. So this is a double-edged sword because yes, this is great. Tangled has a chance now. It has potential now. We are not going to be getting Catherine Hahn as Agatha anytime soon. And
hmm
Vision Quest is, I'm pretty sure, finished. I don't know what's going on with Lizzie right now. I something happened there at
hmm
Marvel, and I luckily we did have Catherine Hahn to usher
hmm
us into from after WandaVision and Multiverse of Madness into Agatha All Along. I personally loved Agatha All Along, and with everything that show did, Jack Schaefer is one of my favorite writers for those special series right now.
hmm
Unfortunately, Amazon MGM has her now. But with all of this, what do you think Catherine Hahn's contributions to the Tangled live action remake, what do you think that's going to do for the box office and for the film in general?
I think it's great casting. And after watching like Agatha, we realized like, yeah, she can pull this off. Obviously, at the end of WandaVision, she kind of reveals that she is Agatha. But yeah, I think it's great casting. I think people have been kind of fan casting her for a while. They nailed it, and I think people are very excited to see her entangled.
I'm so shook right now. I can't believe you watched like one of my favorite shows. That's crazy.
I've seen it.
When the
I've seen it.
hell did you watch Agatha all along? We are
Whenever,
friends. While you watched Agatha all along without me, I'm actually mad right now.
I'm sorry.
Oscar season's over, so technically we can fight. Are we fighting?
Everybody.
I'm mad at you genuinely right now. I did not
Yeah.
know that you've seen
I
Agatha all
watched
along.
it. I watched it whenever it came out. Yeah.
There's a lot of film references in Agatha all along.
I don't really remember it to be perfectly honest. I just remember parts of it.
So you didn't
I
watch it.
I did watch it, but this is when I started to get like the whole Marvel is just like blending together for me right now, and I need to pull back.
We are fighting. All right. Anyway, in other news, Universal Pictures is extending their theatrical windows for all of their films. So it looks like they are going from a 5 weekend exclusivity window, increasing to 7 weekends beginning in 2027. Now, I want you in real time while I talk about this to figure out how many days are in a 5 weekend window and then look up how many days are in a 7 weekend window because I really do just like want to give our listeners a good solid feel for what this is looking like. Universal, of course, is Nolan and all of these a lot of major films that get released through Universal. So what are we looking at for a 5 weekend? What do we currently have?
5 week would be 35 days.
Okay, and then seven.
7 would be 49 days.
So much of a difference?
I guess it's like almost 50. Like I guess they're probably saying 50 is what they're going to round up to. But I guess it is like a somewhat positive news, as in
Yeah, yeah.
they're trying to extend it more. They say this, and then who knows if they'll actually do it. Like that's the thing. They could say, "Well, we're only going to do it for certain films." Like, I mean, the Odyssey comes out this year, but like, if the Odyssey came out in 2027, we'll do it for that. But if it's a smaller film, we're not going to do it for that. We're going to put that one on VOD quicker.
And for me personally, I feel like that is like a dig at the talent. Like, say for example,
hmm
okay, Christopher Nolan has like a film coming out that's like another insane like sci-fi space adventure thriller. And
hmm
then you have Peyton Reed doing like Bring It On 2. That only gets like the smaller window. I get that it's probably a bad comparison,
But yeah, that's like the
what makes
idea,
it
though.
different?
That's
They're
the
both
idea. Yeah, yeah,
films. They're
yeah.
both films. At
So I guess we'll
Blockbuster, they'd
just
be on the shelf like the same amount of time. What makes them so
exactly.
different?
I think we'll see. I think sometimes like I see this information, but then you're like, what are the fine details of what you're actually saying here? I don't know. And that could be wrong, and they are doing it for every single film, and that'd be great. But I get hesitant when these studios say that because they need money, and if the movie's not performing well, they're gonna pull it. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
So that brings us to the last piece of news this week, and that is Sarah DeLapp. will write Single Female, starring Jenna Ortega and Taylor Russell. Now, I put this on here because someone on here loves Jenna Ortega.
Who?
I
Oh,
don't
me?
know.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
love
think he's in. I think
Jenna.
he's in your. I think he's in your room right now.
Don't scare me like that. Fuck you. I was like, wait, who? This is a remake, yeah? This thing is Single
I
White Female.
think so.
There's a
Yeah.
thriller called Single White Female.
Yeah, a remake. Yep.
I mean, if Jenna was playing around in thrillers and, blending, a remake or anything like that, I'd want her to be with Taylor Russell. I feel like that's
Hmm.
kind of like the exact energy that I want her. I say want her, but I wish for her to be in whenever it comes to filmmaking and stuff because she is in a very special part of her career. Being able to
Hmm.
tell a studio no just because she doesn't want to
Hmm.
be in something is very powerful. The reason that I do love her a lot is that we are on Jenna's clock. It's whether or not she wants to do it at this point. I've talked about this, especially whenever she did I'm trying to think about the film festival that she was a panelist for, or that she was on the judging panel for. Have you seen anybody in classic film that Jenna reminds you of as far as like an actress goes?
I think she definitely has like the look
The
of like a
energy.
classic film star.
Yeah, I was more like
That's
saying
like the
like
vibe I get.
energy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she has like the vibe and energy of a classic film star, and she's still super young. She's like early 20s still. Like she's like 23, 24.
So what I'm saying is like I feel like Taylor Russell can really bring her into the 21st century with a bunch of like the stories that she wants to tell. I basically just like want Jenna to start telling like a lot more like inclusive like people of color stories. Like
Hmm.
for example, dating as a Latina and like stuff like
Hmm.
that. I'm sure it's insane.
Hmm.
But also, Jenna Ortega is gonna get roles just basically on how she looks. She does have, it's like you said, that classic look in the silhouette and everything. We even talked about
Hmm.
it some of this week about how some actresses are like, oh, well, they look that way because A, B, and C. She does a lot to maintain what
Hmm.
she has, and she sharpens her tools every single project she does.
And the only thing I'll say is if this is the last season of Wednesday coming out, she's starting to set up future projects of what she wants to do. And it's not Wednesday kind of teen vibes anymore, getting older
I'll
stuff.
I'll let you know. Seeing this kind of makes me think it is
I
films.
thought that too. I thought that
Yeah,
too.
I think this is the end of Wednesday.
And she's
I,
going to be moving on to
and
bigger things.
I'm glad that we don't know yet. I mean, they haven't confirmed or anything, but we don't know. But they could always do spin-offs too, so it might not be Jenna bringing on Winona, or Jenna didn't bring on Winona, but like Tim Burton bringing on Winona is going to be great.
It's going to be great chemistry because they already have chemistry. It's going to be great. So that brings us to the trivia this week. In last week's trivia question, I asked how many Oscars does Meryl Streep have? And my hint was that it was more than one. And the answer is three. She has three Academy Awards. Hey, Meryl Streep has got three. And so does Ludwig. Ludwig has three. Ludwig
Yeah,
has
that's
three.
great. After tonight, he does.
Yeah, Meryl Streep. Our greatest ever did. The greatest ever did. And that brings us to this week's question. Sticking with Academy Award theme, what was the very first film to win Best Picture? Hint, it came out in 1927. It is a silent film. It is also a war film. Clara Bow is also in it. There's another hint. Giving you another one. So good luck with that question. So that brings us to our film score recs this week. And Tony, what is your film score rec of the week?
I'd say with getting in preparation for the 98th Academy Awards, I feel like we do listen to a lot of score, but also at the same time, there's a lot of good film soundtracks. Like, for example, I've been bumping F1 for like a whole week, and like that's
Mm-hmm.
so not like me to be
Mm-hmm.
listening to like Ed Sheeran and Tate McRae like in my rotation. Like I'm like I haven't listened to fucking Ed Sheeran since like 2016. It's just been crazy. But for my film recommendation this week, I went another route with score. I picked a song from a soundtrack. The artist of the song is also the composer. So this is the entire vibe of the score.
Mm-hmm.
I picked Oblivion from the movie Oblivion in 2013
Mm-hmm.
by M83 and Suzanne Sunfer. It rips, and I feel like a lot of the vibes from F1 reminded me of this, and that's why I picked this.
Hell yeah.
What about you?
I haven't seen Oblivion in a long time. I kind of forgot about that movie, but now I kind of
Hmm.
want to go back and listen to the song.
I like it a lot.
I didn't plan this, but we also chose a song. I didn't choose a whole film score. I chose one song. I did not plan this.
No way.
I chose A Shokin Farewell by Fiddle Fever, but it is from Ken Burns' The Civil War documentary. I think it's a beautiful piece of music. I listen to it a lot. I didn't plan the one song at a time. I
Could
didn't.
you stop fucking copying me?
No, sorry, I'm copying.
No, dude.
I love Ken Burns documentaries, and there's a beautiful piece of music that he puts in it.
I love it. I love it. I think we probably just wanted to let the awards recap be about
Mm,
the scores that were coming out.
bump these two songs. They're going to be great.
I
Bump
can't
them at
wait to
work.
listen to yours.
Bump them at work. So that brings us to our film recommendation this week. And Tony, what is your film recommendation this week?
My film recommendation this week is Kiki's Delivery Service. Originally came out in 1989, but this weekend there was a 4K
Hmm.
IMAX release. This film is directed by Hayao Miyazaki. Yeah, I feel like animation is always like if you are having a very stressful day or things just feel like they aren't really picking up for you, and you just like, I need to watch a movie that feels like a cup of soup that's like gonna soothe my body, my soul, my
Mm,
brain, be visually engaging to look at. I haven't told Pat about this yet. I had Kiki's Delivery Service on VHS when I was little. And
hell yeah.
anytime I didn't feel good about life, I would open the white VHS case with the blue paper. I remember it
Mm,
so well with the black VCR thing. I'd pop that in, and so you can go watch this in 4K and IMAX this weekend or this
mm.
week, depending on whenever you're checking out this episode. And I like this movie a lot. And someone reminded me here recently that it still rips, and thank you to that person. What about you?
Love that film. Kiki's Delivery Service. Love that film. Love it.
Yeah?
Love it. Great film. So with my recommendation, I just kind of stuck with the whole Oscar Best Picture vibe. And I went with a classic, No Country for Old Men, 2007. Joel and Ethan Coen won Best Picture. One of the greatest American films ever made. In probably my top 10 all time. Incredible film. Incredible film. No notes. Speaking of film score Rex, there's no score in that. There is no score in No Country for Old Men.
Why don't you give our listeners a fun fact about your first viewing of it?
So the first time I saw this in theaters, I think I took it with my mom. If my mom took, I didn't take my mom. My mom took me because this is one of my favorite endings of all time. Is the No Country for Old Men ending, and I remember, I vividly remember when it ended. The guy in front of us. That's it. That's the fucking end. And he just got up so angry and left. Because at the time, I didn't understand the ending either. I think a lot of people like he's just sitting there and talking about the dream, and then and just ends. And the more I've just like watched it, I'm like, this is an incredible ending. But that guy in front of me was so pissed off that that was the end. He got up so fast and left the theater.
I feel like the film emulated that anger because it never ends.
Yeah, like to me, the entire point of the movie is the ending, and there's two dreams. So I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but he tells a story of two dreams that he's had, and that's the entire point of the movie. I think it's fucking incredible. So go watch No
Well,
Country for Old Men
I
and
don't
go watch
think you're
Kiki's
spoil
Delivery Service.
I don't think you're spoiling it because I mean you haven't said where it ends. You just said that
That's true.
the guy got mad where he was like, that was where
Yeah,
it ended.
that's it. I love our Rex this week. Go watch Kiki's Delivery Service and go watch No Country for Old Men. Go check them out.
Yeah.
And with that, we can take our listeners now over to our live Oscar reaction from the 98th Annual Academy Awards. So I guess we'll see you all over there. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our immediate live reaction following the Academy Awards that just ended, what, 30 minutes ago? 20 minutes ago?
Like 15 minutes ago.
15 minutes ago? Uh, yeah, we have, I don't know, are we like exhausted? Are we, are we?
No, if anything, I feel like energized and super excited for
Mhm.
the future. Like Hell yeah.
I
That
know.
happened. All that just happened.
There's a lot happened. A lot
A
happened.
lot just happened.
I guess we could just get right into immediate reactions.
Yeah,
What do you think of Conan's overall? Conan O'Brien hosting again.
I think Conan definitely didn't pull his punches, and I'm really happy about that.
Hmm.
I think in like a weird time where like everything is like censored or just edited to like pieces to like create like a narrative or whatever. It was all good. It worked for me. It was like it felt like stand up, and a lot of
Hmm.
hosting is good stand up, and he just still has it. It was so good. The whole entire intro was so
Yeah.
funny, man. It was so good. You?
Did you see it? Did you see at the end when he did the scene for One Battle After Another when Sean
Yeah,
Penn?
yeah. I always let it play through. I let it play through
Mm,
until like The Bachelorette or American Idol, whatever the hell it
yeah.
is. But yeah, it was good. It was so good.
Yeah, I love Conan too. I think they should bring him back again. Just keep bringing him back. I
Just
think it
keep bringing him
works.
back.
I
Yeah.
think it works.
Yeah, we just wanted to do our live, raw, unedited reactions to one of the biggest nights of both Pat and mine and a bunch of other film heads out there. Our biggest night feels like I was telling Pat this week, and I was like, it feels like our birthday and Christmas and a wedding and an anniversary and all
All
these
in
things
one.
all together. If you guys saw us on video right now, it looks like we literally just were in a car crash or something. Like we.
It really does.
It really does. We don't look like us right now, but it's
We
only
don't.
because of how how many emotions I guess you'd say that go
Oh yeah.
into like the
Hmm.
entire year. I mean, so with all that being said, let's just get our reactions out. Let's bounce off of each other and see what we thought. How does that sound?
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm excited. I'm excited to dive
All
in.
right, up first we have Best Supporting Actress. This was a crazy win. I got goosebumps all over. We have Amy Madigan. Pat, what'd you think?
I feel like I've been saying Amy Madigan for a while. I think she was gonna take it, and she did. I know for our Oscars, went to Tiana Taylor, but Amy Madigan. I mean, I know people will say it's a career win, but no, Amy Madigan's fucking great in that role, and it's rightfully deserved. And you know me, I'm
Absolutely.
a big Field of Dreams fan, so hell yeah, Amy Madigan.
Absolutely. I love what she said, like kind of not I don't feel like anything that was said tonight was like puffing out like feathers or like kind of
Hmm.
being like a thorn in someone's side. She was like, I've been doing this shit for a really long time. And
Hmm.
there's a sense of pride in saying something like that. That's like a like auto mechanic, like telling like the concerned dad about like his daughter's like Bronco. It's just like
Hmm.
I've been doing this for a really long time. I know what's wrong with the vehicle. That kind of
Hmm.
thing. It's just like taking pride in your craft and what you're doing.
Yeah, I think we both loved loved the win, so I think we both
Yeah.
loved it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No notes. Congrats, Amy Madigan. We love a good solid horror film. Getting it up in there in those
Hmm.
what is it? Above the line
Yeah.
role.
Well, fun. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Up next we have Best Animated Feature. This one was solid locked. We
No
all knew it.
surprise. No
K-pop Demon
surprise.
Hunters. Pat, what you think?
I mean, I think we both have been saying this for a while that K-pop Demon Hunters was coming for it, and it did, and it's a great win. It's a great fucking win. We both like K-pop Demon Hunters, so hey, to all the haters, sorry, it's a Academy Award winning film.
It's like that thing that I said about universal storytelling working on entire continents,
Hmm.
countries,
Yep.
cities, different walks of life. Something about
Hmm.
that just seemed to play well in the air.
Hmm. Yeah, it did. It's a, I mean, it's to me, it's like a film titled K-pop Demon Hunters is an
Mm.
Academy Award winning film. And to me, that's just fucking great. Like hell
I
fucking yeah.
love what the filmmaker said about it wasn't just like a thank you to the community. She apologized for how long it took to get a Korean film made and have it recognized
Mm,
on that level. And I don't feel like she was apologizing towards her community. She was apologizing towards this world
Yeah.
and how
Hmm.
long it takes for things like that to happen.
Hmm.
But it was
Yeah,
just a
I
great
agree.
win.
Yeah, I agree. Like with what she said, yeah, she's not apologizing she's apologizing that it's taken this long for this to happen because of just the
Hmm.
world
Yeah.
that we live in.
Now we kind of take a break from the awards and then we get into a performance. Now, how electric did you feel during that I Lied to You performance with Miles Caton and a couple of the song makers for the soundtrack?
And some of the cast. I thought some of the
Hmm.
cast in there was great. Jamie
Yeah.
Lawson in there.
Yeah, it was a
Um,
visual performance too.
They were kind of doing like half of what they did in the movie. Like they moving the
Hmm.
camera around, then he had to go up to the DJ, and
Yeah.
I thought it was fucking cool. I was like, I was like texting you like this is fucking awesome right now. Like,
It
I loved
was
it.
really, really cool. I liked how they implemented um modern artists that are within their own all of their own genres, obviously paying homage to that incredible sequence that we'll never forget. That's always going to be
Hmm.
something that's part of 2025. Um, the thing that stood out for me the most was seeing the Irish
Yeah,
vampires
yeah, that was
in
great.
the
They walked out. Yeah.
audience. They're like, "Hey, can we
Can
come
we
on the
come? You're like, no.
stage?"
He's like, oh, okay. That's great
It
that they
was
did
so
let him on the
good.
stage. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, yeah.
it was what I was envisioning for that performance. I mean, I think whenever we first started like going to the movies together, it was around Sinners.
Hmm.
And I told you like this time last year, I was like, I can't wait for that performance at the Academy
Hmm.
Awards. It's
And
just
it was great. It paid off. It paid
good
off.
precursor into what the night would lead into.
Hmm.
We have some of our below the line awards coming up, and we don't want to run quick through them just because they have as much weight to us as
Hmm.
some of these other shows and streamers out there that like to just run through them and then only focus on the actors. But we are a film podcast. We aren't an actor
Hmm.
podcast. No shots, no shots. I'm not jumping from the top rope. I'm just stating
Not joking
facts.
for the time.
I'm not. I was just like I've listen, man. I listened to a bunch of shit this weekend, and they are very actor focused. You are an actor
Hmm.
podcast. You're not a film podcast.
Yeah. Hmm.
Anyways, best costume design we have Frankenstein, and
Hmm.
then
And
following up with a hair and makeup
yeah.
Frankenstein. What you
Hmm.
think, Pat?
I think rightfully deserved, and I think we both called it.
Yeah,
But that they were going to win. Yeah, I thought Frankenstein would honestly take all of the quote unquote, I guess, below the line awards, but it didn't. It didn't take all of them.
mm-mm.
Actually, no, maybe it did. It took production design, didn't
Yeah, it did.
it?
It
Yeah.
did.
So I think Frankenstein. I think they knew what they were in the running for, and they got, I think, what they wanted to achieve out of these awards. I think they
Absolutely.
knew they weren't going to win on any of the top of the line, so they kind of geared
Absolutely.
more towards the bottom. Like, I hate calling them like bottom, like that lower, like we said, like lower tier awards because they aren't. Because to these people, this is everything to them.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like us calling like what we do here like a below the line podcast. Like,
Hmm.
no, to us, this is like the best picture.
Yeah,
This is like
seriously.
something that's very important to us.
Hmm.
The thing that I wanted to hit on was that Guillermo looked so happy, even when
Hmm.
he was not winning. But it's only because these guys helped him pull off a lifelong project, and these awards are going to what that film. I feel like it's still underrated. I feel like a lot of people still have not discovered Guillermo del
Hmm.
Toro's Frankenstein, and it's on Netflix right now. They're probably gonna go run and watch that this week,
Hmm.
this month.
I think so.
But one of the winners actually like called out Mia Goth's name like that. She is very iconic and memorable for these costumes. And then
Hmm.
Jacob Elordi with the hair and makeup. It's just great. It's just
Hmm.
great. It's
It's
just
great. It's
great.
great to see like I guess they'd say spreading the wealth. They're spreading the wealth amongst the films. So it's great to see.
Yeah.
It's great to see.
I was very, very touched by how they rolled out this presentation for best for casting.
Hmm.
I loved how they put the actors up there. I was gonna get what your immediate thoughts were on that before we reveal. Well, I mean, it's not like none of these. Maybe there's people out there that don't watch awards, but
Maybe they don't.
maybe they don't. But they'll get the news here. What do you think about One Battle After Another in that presentation of the new award?
I like how they did that. And honestly, I wish they would do that. I think was it last year they did it for costume design where they all came out
Mm-hmm.
dressed up, or like they
Yeah.
didn't come out. I think Bowen Yang came out dressed up as his character from Wicked, but no one else did.
Yeah.
But I like when they do that because then they highlight the person that the awards for. A lot of the time it's just like here are the nominees for best costume design, and this is when people, I hate to say it, like this is when people go to the bathroom when they're watching this. They're like, "Ah, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom now, and you shouldn't because these people work their asses off, and you're watching history. This is the first time this Academy Award has ever been given out, and it went to one battle after another. Great casting. I thought it was between that or Sinners. Either one would have been great, and one battle took it.
We were talking during the show, of course, and I was telling Pat how I think that there should be a film out there about, there it's always about the actor or the director. I think it'd be cool to see one of these people who are in casting and have been doing it for like 30 years, like see
Hmm.
how their personality is. And I was telling Pat, like, they must know thousands of people over a span of like 15 years of being in casting and seeing so many headshots and just
Hmm.
taking in someone's energy over and over and over and over. This was a cool experience to see casting like that for the first time, historic as well. And then we get into a win that we did not get correct on the Commentary Podcast Awards. Best Supporting Actor went to Sean Penn. Congrats to him. Any thoughts,
Did
Pat?
not show up. Didn't show up. I liked Kieran Culkin being like they didn't show up because he didn't, I guess, feel like it. So he just like kind of walked off. And I do kind of feel bad. I think Kieran Culkin in the pre-show did say that when he won last year, Robert Downey Jr. told him like, "Hey, you know what's great about this also is next year you get to come back and give it to the next person."
Hmm.
And he was like, "Oh, that's great." And he said my biggest fear would be the person that wins doesn't show up, so I'm kind of just standing there, and
Yeah.
kind of happened. And it does make it for him. It's like I got dressed up, I walked all the way down, I came all the way down here,
Yeah.
and I read the award, and the person wasn't there, and I guess I'll go home now. But that's Sean Penn for you. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say about that.
I think what I was working on whenever it came to forming my immediate thoughts was, man, Sean Penn sure does know how to play a cunt.
He does. Yeah, I think a lot of the people in that room will probably like roll their eyes, like, of course Sean's not here. Like,
Our podcast is explicit for a reason, and I'm not pulling my punches anymore.
and I mean,
Sorry if
we
that turned you a little pink.
no, not at all. It's fucking say whatever, just fucking rip it. But no, I think we wanted other people in this category to win. Delroy, Benicio, Stellan,
Yeah.
even Jacob Elordi. Like honestly, but yeah, it's Sean. I think Academy loves Sean Penn. He has 3 Oscars now.
I won't hold
I
my
don't know what else to say.
pleasantries whenever it comes to Sean Penn. I'm just like, anyway. So
Yeah, we can move on. We can move on from
we
Sean Penn.
we can move on. So up next we have Best Adapted Screenplay. I remember this being a very electric part in the night for you. We have
Hmm.
One Battle After Another, PTA's first Academy Award. Now, as a fan of PTA, growing up watching his films, taking in all of the energy from this year, pairing that together, how are you feeling tonight?
Pretty damn good. I mean, I think like when we were like texting, it's like it kind of sucks that just Sinners is this year as well because if Sinners was any other year,
Mm,
like I mean, obviously Kugler did, spoiler, he did win an Oscar for original screenplay,
mm-hmm,
but I think for One Battle After Another, it's like, and Paul Thomas Anderson got the standing ovation. It's like, yeah, and then he's been nominated like what 17 times before this. Like
mm-hmm.
it's like, and he's even kind of said like, thank God I finally freaking got this damn thing. Like basically, like I've been waiting for this.
He said, man, you guys really make a guy work hard for this.
Yeah. So I mean, I love, me, I love Paul Thomas Anderson films. I don't think he misses at all, literally. And it's great that it's one for a movie that is a great film. It's not like a movie again, like they always say, like, oh, this is a career achievement award now. One Battle
Hmm.
After Another is a great fucking film and a great screenplay. And
Yeah.
he got his Oscar, and it wasn't his
No
first of the night.
notes. No notes. No notes at all. And
Hmm.
go right into Best Original Screenplay. This was, I love how adapted and original is like one for you, one for me, one for you, one for me. That is how this year's Oscars played out. The more that we go
Mm.
into it, we got Sinners. Ryan Coogler won his screenplay Academy Award. I've been dreaming about this since my first viewing of Sinners in IMAX. And I don't know, like, I'm not like a filmmaker. I'm not like I'm on a podcast show with my best friend and like we talk about our favorite thing in the world and we have goals and everything, but also like ripping all that away from it, I am just like a little boy who was in front of his like tiny ass TV with a VCR, like watching movies over and over and over and over again in a room.
Mhm.
And watching Ryan Coogler, work on Sinners and then Sinners coming out and everything, I've like waited for this night all year. And this guy's been
Mhm.
waiting for this his whole life. It's just
Mhm.
incredible to see and witness.
Amazing win.
Yeah,
Amazing
nothing
win.
else to say there.
No
Nothing
notes, no
else.
notes. Amazing win. Hell yeah, Ryan Coogler.
Now, we both did get a little quiet during the tribute this year, and I actually am very proud of the programming, the
Hmm.
ABC's programming for the Academy Awards, because they emphasize so much of the show into it, and I think now that that now that we're talking out loud about the show, maybe this is where the schedule was running a little bit thin because they didn't
Hmm.
have that extra playroom because the tribute was so part of the show. It was a good
Hmm.
solid like I would say at least like
8 minutes, maybe eight. Yeah, like
yeah,
nine.
8 to 10 maybe. So we'll start out with the Rob Reiner tribute that Billy Crystal started out and rolled out all of the
All the actors came
actors.
out. Well,
That
yeah,
was
love that.
crazy. What'd you think?
I was looking for Tom. Tom wasn't there, but because for you, good
Mm,
man, he wasn't there. But yeah,
yeah,
I thought that was beautiful. It just, the more you think about Rob Reiner, it's just like it's sad how he passed away. It's like it's not. It's just like damn, I can't believe that happened. And it was amazing to see Billy Crystal come out, and he said his pecan pie thing again from when Harry Met's out, and then it was great to see that all of those past cast members that worked with Rob Reiner come out, and that was amazing.
yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It was a really beautiful moment. A very nice, tasteful montage. Most of them are very rushed in the
Hmm.
past. They felt rushed and like a almost like a jump cut sequence.
Yeah,
But this felt like intentional and like they were really wanting to sit with the. I don't know. I could be wrong. I did not see Michelle Trachtenberg at
I didn't
photo.
either. I
Okay.
didn't see there was two other Eric Dane and James Vanderbeek
Yeah.
didn't seem to make it. And there's
Yeah.
always people that are left out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Michelle Trachtenberg was in last year's. I'm not entirely sure because I know Gene Hackman was because he like died like 3 days before the ceremony, and they
You're
did that.
right. You're right.
Hmm.
And this just goes to show you how much we keep up with the
Hmm.
loss of talent in filmmakers. It makes me think about how maybe there is people out there that, only see like a picture of their favorite actor up there and like
Yeah.
are like, damn, I really wish they would have played a sequence. It's obviously, programming and everything like that. But I think they did the best job with it. And then
Hmm.
we have the Robert Redford tribute.
Hmm.
How are you
And
feeling during that?
it was emotional. It was emotional seeing Redford there, and then obviously when they play just a little 2 second clip of all the President's Men. I'm just like, God damn,
Mm-hmm.
that just. But yeah, Barbara Streisand came out. I think when they handled everything really beautifully. I think that in the past year, sometimes they really dropped the ball with these in memoriams, and again, like I always say, like they miss names, and it sucks when they miss names because like those
Mm-hmm.
families are kind of like, what do you mean? Like my dad or my son or my daughter or mother weren't in there. Um, but yeah, I think It was nice to see like her come out and talk about Robert Redford for a little bit. And,
Yeah, it's crazy to think about how many Oscars that Robert Redford contributed to
hmm
with Sundance. It's insane.
with Coogler and Chloe Zhao in the audience.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, literally as, as the awards are going on, you're like, wow. But the
hmm
thing for me, that really got me was Barbara Streisand coming out and The Way We Were score playing in the
hmm
background and her talking about her best friend. And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make
Babs.
it through
I'm pretty
the
sure he
I don't know
nicknamed
if
her
I'm gonna make it
Babs.
through this. And well, like the reason the way we were, I mean, I know that people shit on that film a lot, and like
Mm,
they have their own like political, views and everything like that with it, and it is a very political film, and
mm,
it's like it plays for a certain audience, and there's a romance story in it.
mm,
But the reason that I love it so much is because I actually just caught that on a random night when I was just looking for something new to watch, and that was on. And TCM shout out. I watched The Way We Were and actually loved it.
hmm
And I was like, dang, this guy is everywhere. You can't escape him in a good way, complimentary way.
hmm Yeah, I think it was a beautiful little tribute for everything that they did.
It was great. So up next we have another air quote below the line best production design, not for us. Frankenstein. Now,
hmm
I feel like this probably up in like there's like people who like gamble on like the wins and everything. I feel like this is
hmm
where their night turned upside down.
hmm
Frankenstein won best production design. Who we had
I
Sinners,
think we
I
had
believe.
Sinners, yeah.
Yeah, I think
hmm
I think we had Sinners. I'd say if you go and look online, if you Google Frankenstein set, you'll see why.
hmm
There's literally moss on benches and like literal decaying bodies on tabletops.
hmm
No notes here.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'll just say it's hard to count out a Guillermo del Toro production design. No, a lot of the times that gets the win because it's
Yeah.
Guillermo.
I was thinking about Shape of Water the entire.
Mm.
This felt like a very. When did Shape of Water? Uh,
2017, I think.
It felt like
2017.
a 2010s kind of night,
hmm
Oscars night. It was crazy. It was
hmm
crazy, like in a good way. It felt
hmm
exciting and fun. Like it was a little bit of old and a little bit of new.
hmm
And then whenever the special effects awards were being presented, I have a dog, and I took out my dog, and Pat, I told Pat, I was like, if I miss anything, just let me know, and just put it on the dock. And then I come in, and Pat goes, Sigourney Weaver and Pedro Pascal are on stage. Grogu's in the audience. Sigourney Weaver just told Kate Hudson, "Stay away from her, you bitch."
You
And
thought I was making all of that up.
I was like, "Dude, fuck off!" Like I was just taking out my dog.
You thought I made all of that up.
I
I was like,
thought he
I'm
made
dead
all,
serious.
but thinking about it away from the awards, don't you understand now why I thought you made that
hmm
all up?
You'd be like, what are you talking about? I
All
love
that
it.
being said, that funny story, Avatar Fire and Ash took it home, and
No surprise.
I love how they remembered the guy that was on their special effects team that they lost.
hmm John Landau,
Um,
yeah.
so now we are going to be getting into some really exciting awards that we've been waiting
hmm
for a long time. Um, would like to point out that we had only six misses in in
You
the
did pretty damn good.
commentary
We did
awards.
pretty damn good. We did pretty
They're
damn good.
they're all pretty much lottery ones. Like they could have gone
hmm
anyway. I feel like there might be like someone out there that's like, oh yeah, I got all of these right. Yeah. And we're like, fuck off. We asked our friends and family too, so shut up.
I love it. I
Um,
love it.
so for best score, man, Sinners with Ludwig Göransson. What'd you
Mm.
think?
No surprise, he now has 3 Academy Awards. It's an incredible score, and he's established himself to me. Hey, people listening to this, he's only wins away from having the same amount of Oscars as John Williams. And he almost got another one tonight. If I lied to you had one, he would have had another one. But
So, I mean,
incredible score.
if next year or if this year goes, here I am already talking.
The Odyssey, you heard already?
No, I need to be nice. I was just gonna be like, I'm already talking about next year's Academy Awards, and it hasn't even been a whole night yet. Um, so what I was gonna say was that he could get up there like right next to him next year
Mhm.
with the Odyssey. Yeah,
He's coming. He's established himself as probably the best composer right now in Hollywood. He's
yeah.
there.
I think that he is always going to be working.
Hmm.
He's always going to be working,
Incredible composer.
and that's
His
that.
fir- his first film was 30 minutes or less, and look how far he's come. Look how far he has come.
With sound, we pretty much called this one. And you want to know
Mhm.
something? I'm really glad that we watched this right before the awards. I feel like it was something more like we had to see the reasoning why like this happened tonight, and I totally understand. It's more than
Mhm.
just the race car sounds and like all the vroom vroom like stuff in it.
Mhm.
So our winner was F1, and
Mhm.
for
No
me,
surprise.
the way that the sound worked for me was how immersive it was. I can only imagine how it was in the theater. Um, I always tell Pat that like I love the pop sounds that come
Mhm.
from the microphones whenever the actors are talking into the mics on the
Mhm.
racetrack. I like that popping sound. That was like a I really love little details like that, and I think they're
Mhm.
appreciated even by like dare I say like the general audience.
It adds like an extra layer to what they're doing with the sound design. And right, F1's sound is amazing, and it's a great win for they worked really hard on that. So
La la li la, we can fly. That was the song that was playing in all their head. Don't laugh at me. What the fuck? You're fucking laughing at me. I am your co-host.
Hallelujah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being dumb with me.
Don't
All
get
right.
us for copyright. Don't get us for copyright.
They won't. We're too little. Um, so when in the night did you know that Best Picture was going to be Best Picture?
Um, I honestly think it was when Sean Penn won Best Supporting Actor. I was like,
Same.
yeah, I think,
And
but yeah.
the only reason that I thought that was because of you, because you
Mm,
taught me how to read into those awards leading up to it.
mm, mm,
Yeah, in which I mean I will say it's like I said I've listened to a lot of episodes on different formats this weekend, and nobody talks about awards the way that you do.
thank you.
Anyway, so
No, actually, that means a lot. I, I, I used to be like really into the Academy Awards, and then there's a couple years, like the 2010s, I kind of steered away from them. I was kind of just like,
mhm.
yeah, I don't really care who wins, but I've gotten back into them, and it's super fun. I love it. It's super
Would you
fucking
say
fun.
that you've gotten back into them with me?
Yeah, I would say with you in the past like couple years, especially like last year too, like it's I forgot how fun it was to like watch
Isn't
this
this like
and
a fun side conversation to have in this? Like I'm
hmm
gonna be completely honest with you. I thought everybody was like this. No?
no.
This is news to me. I mean, I learned something new about how much I love movies and
Hmm.
film every day, but I did not realize that there's people out there that like don't give a shit about like
Oh
their
yeah, there's people in the industry that don't give a shit about the Oscar. Like they
yeah,
don't
no,
care. I
that's
mean,
that's
there's a guy that won tonight that doesn't give a shit. Like Sean Penn doesn't care.
yeah. No, I mean, it's I guess what's surprising to me is just this entire energy around like if an award was given to a different film that you didn't want to win,
Hmm.
it's like it's like a like focal moment like that you have to like get pissed off about or something. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's like they become like the enemy or something. It's like it's just an
yeah.
award. Like
all that being said, let's get into some of the major ones that were like big highlights for tonight. So,
Mhm.
editing is so first it was Sean Penn, and then whenever I knew what our best picture was gonna for sure be was in editing. So
Mhm.
editing came out with one battle after another. For me, what I really loved about this was PTA's guy that he had for editor of this amazing film.
Mhm.
He's queer. He's
Mhm.
queer. It's great. It's good
Mhm.
representation. Good
Mhm.
representation.
Hell yeah.
What did you feel about this?
I loved it. I mean, I thought this was gonna win. I thought it was either this and sometimes I'll even say it. Sometimes movies like F1 win editing. Like
Yeah, yeah,
movies like F1 do win
yeah.
editing. And
I
I mean,
really was.
One Battle did win like the editors guild. It did win there. So that's why I was kind of
Hmm.
like, yeah, I think it's gonna win editing. And then once this did win editing, I was like, yeah, I think One Battle is going to be winning Best Picture of the year.
Yeah, I.
Mhm.
This is whenever I was like, fuck.
You're like, God damn it.
But
God damn.
in a good way, just because like
Mm,
I wanted both to win. It's like the thing
yeah.
that we said at the very end. I was just like, yeah,
Can't take
yeah,
but I
like yeah, exactly.
yeah. I mean, we did have a tie. I mean, we're not talk about the live at the short films, but we
Hmm.
did. There was a tie there. A tie's her historic, and it can happen. You never know. It can happen sometimes.
And honestly, next year we will get more into those shorts and
Hmm.
docs for our listeners, just because we want to be respectful of everybody that is recognized on
Hmm.
these award shows.
Hmm.
So up next, this is our only category. This is our only nomination that has a heart in our doc. That's how special it was to witness this. What a moment for women and people of color, and um, just an amazing thing to
Historic
see.
moment.
Yeah, best cinematography award going to Sinners. Autumn, this is crazy. I mean, first woman, right?
First woman ever to win. I was like sitting there and I was like, damn. This award went to 97. Well, I guess not all nine. Like people have won multiple, but this award has been awarded 97 times to men.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the first time ever, this was went to a woman and a woman of color. An historic moment in film history.
Yeah.
Historic moment.
She'll be in textbooks. Her work will be, studied in film school.
Hmm.
This is a big moment. I mean,
Hmm.
if there is anybody that was apprehensive about, bringing her on or wanting to work with her after, all the stuff that she's worked on with Ryan, I think that you are definitely going to see a repeat of, Ryan Coogler is following in the steps of Spielberg and having this family element
Hmm.
to what his films are. I have a feeling it's going to take a lot of passion behind your film to get Autumn to leave the family that she has right now.
Hmm. Yeah, and I always say like I think people sometimes when they watch these ceremonies like they don't understand in the moment the significance of what just happened until
Mm-hmm.
later down the line they'll be like, "Oh yeah, wow, like she's the first woman to ever win an Oscar for
Yeah.
cinematography in the
I
history of
mean,
the Academy Awards." That's almost 100 years old.
I'm probably gonna get some shit for this, but I don't give a fuck because I'm a gay guy and I don't care. This is like watching it was like watching the moon landing. It
Yeah.
was like
It's
that
just if
significant.
yeah, if you're like a film historian, you love cinema like this is a historic moment what happened. Two historic moments with this and the first ever casting. Like you're witnessing history watching this and
Yeah.
it's
I mean, I
incredible to
guess I'll
see.
like bring it down to earth a little bit more, like literally and figuratively. I mean, it was like watching like a politician that it makes a very incredible speech kind of thing. Like,
Hmm.
you know, I'm trying to amplify how big it is. But yeah, I mean,
Just
now
historic incredible moment that'll be in film history forever. And it was amazing to witness. Amazing to witness.
The more that I think about it, it's just like, I mean, you can't call yourself a movie lover and not just like really pay attention to how significant things are.
Hmm.
It's just you're just being reckless with what you're passionate about. So, no surprise here, but very cool and very awesome for the director to say that he's just a film nerd from Norway. We got
Hmm.
international feature film Sentimental Value. Congratulations to
Hmm.
Neon and Joachim
Hmm.
Trier. What do you
Hmm.
think, Pat?
No surprise. Sentimental Value had a lot of nominations. No surprise that I think he was going to win here, and it did. And it was great to see the whole cast get up there to pay respect to them being in the film. And yeah, Joaquin Trier just you got an Oscar. I guess technically, I think people don't know that technically the country gets the Oscar, so like
Mm-hmm.
it goes into a museum like within the country. So like Joaquin Trier doesn't actually get the Academy Award, which kind of does like he's the one that directed it, but yeah,
Just
it
going to
goes to
accept it
the
on
like
behalf.
on behalf of the nation. And I don't know, sometimes the nations could be like, actually, you won that. Here, you can have it. Like I didn't do it. I didn't do anything. I live here. I don't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely see some films like this from Trier. I'm so excited to see these filmmakers' next project. All of them.
Hmm.
All of them. Like I
Hmm.
need them now. I need them
Yeah.
now.
They better start. They better start working tomorrow. Okay. Enough
Yeah, they need to
partying. Enough
start working
partying.
on
Get
them
back.
right now.
Enough
Yeah, they're all
partying. Get back to
partying right
work.
now.
Get back to work. Get back to work.
Now, I guess in the final awards, we'll start bringing up like some like little, I guess, complaints whenever it came to the programming of the show before we
Hmm.
do the next award. I was getting so agitated at the playoff
Hmm.
music. And I used to be in like an orchestra and like a band. Like whenever the conductor is like go start playing, it's you don't stop unless he's cuts the music.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that there's somebody in his ear, but there was like very poor communication this year. Someone continued to talk over the play out
Hmm.
music, and like they in the past have like given them like the grace of like cutting the music and then letting them go again.
Hmm.
This year they were ruthless. It annoyed the fuck out of me.
Yeah. No, I'm the same. I'm always like let them speak. Like it's annoying because like obviously they're gonna let the top of the line
Mm-hmm.
categories let them
Yeah.
have as long as they want. And these people work so hard on this stuff. Like they just want to say thank you to for 15 seconds.
They want to say
And
thank
it's
you
like,
to their mom. That's all they
yeah.
want to do.
And
That's all they want.
to me, it's always like they don't have time. And then you have like bits in the middle that just go on for too long. And you're just like, this is where your time can be. Like, I'm sorry, but this is where you can cut your time. Have someone walk out and be like, here are the nominees for best costume design. That's all they say. And the Oscar goes to. That's how you cut time and you allow these people to speak. And when I think the Oscars transition in 2029 to YouTube, you will be allowed, I think, to have everyone speak because there won't be paid advertising behind it on a cable network. So it
Mm-hmm.
sucks. It sucks that it seemed like they really want they kept standing there and then they turned the lights off on them and it's like wow, okay. Yeah, I've always been a pet peeve of they need to let these people speak. Like it's they won. They're allowed to speak.
All right, so up next we have Best Song. What do you know? Golden K-pop Demon
Mhm.
Hunters took
No
it.
surprise. No
No
surprise.
surprise, no notes.
Two Academy Awards. Two Academy Awards. It's going in the Criterion Collection. Two
I
Academy
have
Awards.
a feeling that her next song is gonna be like really depressing, and it'll get nominated for Best Song, and then we're all gonna
Mm.
be like, mm. Like
I
that's
love
the
it.
only way it can go.
I love it. Yeah.
Love
Two-time
it.
Academy Award winning film. K-pop Demon Hunters.
And they're getting a sequel.
Hmm.
Congratulations to that entire team. All right, Mr. PTA, you got your director award for one
He
battle
did.
after another.
He did.
Man.
He finally got it. He finally got it. And no surprise. I mean, I would love to have seen, like I said, it's like, why can't?
The
Cooper also, I
duality.
guess, one. Yeah.
It's just the duality.
But I mean, I'm sure everyone there is like, yeah. I think he even kind of joked like, I love I love everyone in this category. I love your films, but I'm glad I won this. Like basically, which is like, I mean, good for him. He wanted to win it. And like I think for a director, it's like, yeah, he got the adapted screenplay, but they're kind of like, I want that director. Like I want the director, and you got it, man.
Yeah, well,
Very,
it's
very well
like
deserved.
the awards. I'm like for us, I'm sure it would be like which film festival would you pick between, and we'd be like, oh, I want that one
Hmm.
right there.
Yeah.
It'd be
Hmm.
like, there is like preference, and this getting this in front of your peers and them knowing and being familiar with what you got it for, and it
Hmm.
having like so much of a resonating with like an entire auditorium full of people, entire theater full of people. Sorry, I'm not Ted Sarandos. It's like that is the moment that you chase your entire life,
Hmm.
and we just saw that that was historic as well. If it was
Hmm.
historic for him, he hadn't received a best director, or he hadn't received a director award yet
Hmm.
from the Academy Awards. This is
Yep. And that
great.
was his second one of the night. And yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson won Best Director of the Year.
Yeah. Before we
Great.
do the final three, I'll just say for our listeners and for you, it's been an amazing month leading up to all this. I feel like everything that we do on film news is all led up to tonight, and maybe that's why we
Hmm.
all both look so tired, and we're gonna be excited for, you know, just some rest, and we are going to take a little bit of a break to do some creative work, I would
Hmm.
say. Have
Yep,
some
we
really
are.
big stuff coming up, but we have a lot in store, and we just
Hmm.
both wanted to say thank you
Yeah.
for doing all of this with us. This is going to be at the
Thank
tail
you.
end of our awards
Hmm.
recap show, and I don't know. I mean, just doing all this stuff makes me think like, hey, maybe our dreams don't just end at a podcast. Maybe we start thinking bigger.
I think we think bigger. And yeah, we just want to thank you for listening to us through this whole award season. It's been so fun and it's come to an end, but hey, thanks for sticking around. We love you. And yeah, next week we'll get back to our regularly scheduled weekly news film program, but this has been so much fun. Been so much fun.
That being said,
That being said,
took Michael B.
to Michael B. Jordan, holy fuck. I cannot wait to go back. Like, in the moment, I was like so shocked. I was like texting you like, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck. Like I wasn't even like watching, like I was just like, there's so much going on right now. I was just in shock that he had just won Best Actor. And I don't know, and fucking amazing.
I think he's still in shock. I mean, did
Mm,
you see him walk off?
yeah. Like
He,
even him sitting there when they said Michael B.
yeah,
Jordan, he was just like, I just won Best Actor in a leading
yeah,
role.
yeah.
Like amazing. Fucking amazing. And part of me, honestly, I know we've been taking shots at Timothy throughout these episodes too. Like we kind of like but I did part of me did start to feel a little bad when people kept saying stuff to I'm like, okay, guys, calm. And then when he didn't win, I was like, I do part of me feels a little bad like for him because he wanted it so bad. I think he knows I was like he was dead in the water. But hey, maybe this will humble him. And sometimes again, he's following that same path of the Academy did to Leo, being like, you gotta earn it. And you
I
haven't
will
earned it yet.
say maybe his emphasis on an awards campaign came from Michael B's performance in Sinners.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
and
I feel like that's clicking for a lot of people now. Like they're
hmm
like, "Oh, that's why he was campaigning so hard because
hmm
that role was that iconic."
and yeah.
That's what it reads like to me now. And like
Hmm.
it's like I already told you, I told another one of our friends, a friend of our show, and that's that I hope that he just continues to do what makes him happy.
Hmm.
And I mean, both you and I already know that the peanut gallery is just something that you always have to deal with, and
Hmm.
you can't let it get to you.
Nope. You gotta keep moving along. But Michael B. Jordan, best actor in a leading role. It's great. And at the very end, I don't know if anyone he as he was walking off, the camera was going this way, and you saw Jesse Plemons point to him like this, and he pointed back at Jesse, going back to them
Mm-hmm.
Friday Night Light days. He was
Yeah,
like,
no,
"Hell yeah."
yeah. For some reason, whenever Kirsten Dunst is at a award show or anything, I like
Hmm.
my brain takes a picture where she is and like, yeah, he was looking in that area.
Yeah. And like they pointed to each other as they walked off, being like, "Hell yeah, man. Hell
Yeah,
yeah."
Kirsten
Like we're
Dunst is
here.
my millennial queen, my millennial
Hmm.
icon queen. Um,
But yeah, I
okay,
just can't wait
so
to go. I can't wait to go back and just rewatch that win over and over again. And then when you watch new movies now, it'll say Academy Award winner Michael B. Jordan.
I'm still in shock. I am
Still in
still
shock.
in shock. Yes. Up next, lead actress. I think she was really anticipating for another actor to win here. I really
Hmm.
do. I think that's why she had the visible reaction that she did. Shout out to Mikey Madison putting on an Honora wig and wearing a red dress
Hmm.
to give us all of the Annie that we've been missing for a year
Hmm.
now. I feel like she knows how important that role is for a bunch of
Hmm.
people who are big fans. She looked
Hmm.
great. I'm so excited for Jessie Buckley's career. You have watched a lot of films and a lot of award shows. Was there anything in you that was different watching Jessie Buckley win?
I think it's just for me how the Irish just continue to reign supreme over these acting wins. Killian a couple years ago. I mean, Paul wasn't nominated, but he was there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think Jessie Buckley has every time I've seen her in a performance, a lot of before this one, a lot of her roles were supporting performances,
Mm-hmm.
and I always thought she was great, and she didn't get her due. And I think like you said, she probably was sitting there being like, I've won everything up to this point. If I lose this, like, this is the most important one. Like, if I lose this, like, fucking hell. And it was probably more of like an elated feeling, like, oh my God, I finally did it. Like, she was the most decorated award winner probably of all time for this role. Like, she literally won every single thing. She didn't
Mm-hmm.
miss one, and she's gonna be getting them offers. A lot of these people are gonna be getting them offers in the morning for their next role.
Yeah, I would assume that Spielberg is gonna take a very keen interest in whatever her next project is, and he's gonna
Hmm.
probably, he is developing a Western. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Miss Jessie Buckley in that Western.
Hell yeah, I want Jesse Buckley in a Western. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it.
It sounds fun already. Now, the best picture being one battle after another. I actually like just, you know, 30 minutes away from it. This is exactly what you want your best picture in the year 2026 to be.
Hmm.
And yes, Sinners has all of the same tones and colors and aspects of, why it would be amazing for it to be best picture, but it's also like the thing that you've been saying the entire episode, of how both being considered to win is the win.
Hmm. Yeah, they're to me, they're two all-timers. They're two of the best films of the decade, and they will be in people's minds forever. They're already iconic films, and
Mm-hmm.
in 10, 15 years, these films will be on Turner Classic Movies. They will be premiering on there. They will be considered a classic film. Either one winning is amazing. One battle after another, amazing win. Best picture of the year.
I feel like this is your moment to shine because you are in front of a mic and one battle after another just won best picture. I would definitely want you to take the time to say what you want to say about all of this and not hold back any, be apprehensive of like, oh, like I just want you to say exactly why you are happy that this film won and why.
I think I'm happy because there are films like, and I'll call it out. There's movies that win Best Picture that probably shouldn't have won Best Picture. There's a lot of that happened over the years, and when you re-examine those years, people go back and be like, "Really? That won Best Picture of the year?" Like, Like it's happened a lot of times. And when you get films like this that are, to me, like when I watch this, this is a masterpiece to me. This is a masterpiece of a film. And I think it deserved every Oscar win that it got. Sans who Sean Penn is a person, but it's a good performance. Yeah, I think this, to me, when I watch this, like I watch Sinners, like when I in the theater, when I'm like halfway through, I'm like, this to me, like I know I'm like, this is incredible. Like this is an incredible film. What they're doing here is incredible. And I know people don't watch films like that. Like I'm watching them through the techniques of what they're doing, why they're doing this stuff, why he's moving the camera over here, why it's lit like this. And how people just watch movies for story, and that's perfectly fine. You watch movies for story. Story is like the main part of the movie. Like you need to know why they're doing this stuff in the movie. But
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, it's you have these films that are so important, and like I said, these two films, like one battle after another, winning Best Picture, Sinners probably right behind it. They're two all-timers telling important messages, and it's not like these films will be forgotten. Like One Battle After Another just won Best Picture of the year. It's not going to be a forgotten film. Sinners was a monumental film this year that did historic things at the Academy Awards. They won't be forgotten, and I think that is what does make the Academy Awards important in aspects of it does award things for people to then go back and re-examine them. Maybe someone did watch One Battle After Another and they're like, I didn't really like it that much, but it won Best Picture. Maybe they'll go back and rewatch it and like it a second time, being like, wait, this is actually pretty damn good. I just think you have movies like this that are big, like I wouldn't say they're blockbuster films, but they're big directors making these huge projects and they pay off. And when you have the ultimate payoff of winning Best Picture of the year, and I did kind of notice that Paul Thomas Anderson kind of pointed to someone on the left side and like kind of blew him a kiss. And I think it was to Spielberg, as in like, yeah, I finally like Spielberg is just like they're really good friends. They both saved Turner Classic Movies together, and it's kind of like a thing like I finally did it. Like, and Spielberg's probably like, you finally did it. Like I've done it multiple times, but you finally have done it. Like you've reached that status of your film is considered the best film of the year. And for me, this is my favorite film of the year. Well, it's whenever I rewatch both of them, it's it's like, God damn it, is this my favorite film? Is this my favorite film? But I mean, there it's again, I wish there was a tie. I wish you could give them both. Like they both are all timers, and I hope all that rambling made sense. But that to me is why I just think these movies are incredibly important because they tell important stories, and there's a reason why these movies get nominated for a lot of Academy Awards.
For me, putting my business hat on for a minute after the glow is, starting to set in. This film is going to be watched by more people now that it's won a Best Picture award at the Academy Awards
Mhm.
than it did whenever it was in 70 millimeter IMAX theaters playing specifically for Film Bros. That's just the truth of it. It's
Mhm.
more accessible. These things are marketed towards us at the beginning, and then once they have the accolades, they start playing to a massive, bigger part of the world that I don't think any of us can even fathom. And
Mhm.
what I'm talking about is I'm talking about the person who looks at Good Morning America and listens to, oh, the best picture winner was One Battle After Another.
Mhm.
And if you guys haven't seen that one, it's a film with Leonardo DiCaprio, and it has a story that is intermingling everything from immigration to revolutionaries, et cetera, et cetera. What
Mhm.
I'm wanting to bring up is that this win is important because I'll bring up my dad, for example, the guy that always complains about the Latino actor in the movie always being somebody that is
Mhm.
a criminal or
Mhm.
somebody that is a police officer that hates other Latinos and it's
Mhm.
just like, oh, they're all the same. Or, there's this it's like the thing that you brought up with or how Mexico is illustrated in film, how it's yellow and
Yeah,
disgusting and
tinted.
like,
Yeah, like
yeah,
tinted yellow.
tinted.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I can say that because I mean that color is disgusting and it does
Mhm.
look it just makes it look not like what it really looks
Yeah.
like. Where I'm going with it is that this best picture winner literally has a Latino character in it that is a Mexican Harriet Tubman, literally
Mm,
being this hero in this bigger what is it? The blanket quilt. This is this bigger quilt that is just a stitch into what everything is, and it ties in all of the things that make us like American people. And it's
mhm,
like PTA calling out Chase Infinity, like his American Girl. This is
mhm.
the direction that we should be going in. And it just won Best Picture.
Incredibly important. So with that, that ends our weekly news episode slash Oscars live reaction. I hope you all loved this episode, loved our reaction. I hope you enjoyed the Academy Awards. I hope you enjoyed the winners. If you did, please let us know. If you didn't, also please let us know. We want to hear your opposing arguments as to why you think other things should be
I don't want to
winning.
hear shit. That was great awards.
Okay, you
You
can
can
send them to me. You send them
you
to
can tell
me.
Pat I don't give a shit if you didn't like the awards.
You can send them to me. You can send them to me.
No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, we just like we said earlier, it's been leading up to this night. Everything's been leading up to this night, and now we kind of have like that. The wave is slowly coming down. It's like okay, the awards are done. They're done until a year
What do
from
I do
now.
with my life now?
They're done. I guess we got to
The
go watch
Eras tour
movies.
is over.
But yeah, we just want to thank you for being with us on this Oscar journey, and it's been so much fun. And hey, next year we're gonna be right back here, doing it again, doing it again. We're not making any predictions. We don't care. We will see the nominations in January.
I would just like to precursor my horrible humor that probably doesn't read well. Like if you don't know me, Pat knows me and knows that I don't mean like you don't have to talk to me about the awards. You can talk to me about the awards. I was just being a little butthead.
No, I love it. I love it.
What did I
Yeah,
say? I was like, I don't give a shit. You don't have to tell me. I don't care
don't
if you
give a
don't like the
shit.
awards.
We don't like it, hey, but hey, with that, that ends this episode. That ends this Oscar season. And hey, Tony, I guess we got a lot of movies to watch because they're all coming out now. They're all coming out. So hey, go watch a fucking movie.
Hey Pat, we got a lot of fucking movies to watch, so let's go watch a fucking movie.
This podcast is hosted and edited by Pat Brennan. That's me, with intro and closing music by Patrick Baxter.